You're tuned in to the It's Real podcast with your hosts, Kayla Kallander and Andrew Yagi. Each week, we'll talk about what happens behind the scenes working full-time in real estate and share with you real-life stories, our successes and failures as we work to help consumers and industry professionals reach their real estate and real-life goals. Here we go. It's episode 27 of the It's Real podcast. I'm Andrew Yagi, and I'm a real estate agent.
I'm Kayla Kallander, and I'm a mortgage lender.
Kayla, it's that time of year. It's Thanksgiving week.
It is. I can't believe it's already here.
I know, and a very short week. Just coming off of some nice weather, probably the tail end of our nice weather.
Probably.
For the year, which is kind of sad, but I think one of the things that's nice about living where we're at is the seasons. I really do like the seasons.
I do too. It helps my wardrobe and it helps me just, not get in a funk. And, if you don't like the weather, just wait a day and it will change. You'll be okay.
Or hop on a plane and get away for a little bit. Are you eyeing any travel, whether it's for a conference or maybe presenting or just to get away?
Maybe I might be traveling in February, TBD.
Okay.
But for presenting, we'll see. I am planning to go to Georgia next month. I have another podcast that I'm on that I also am friends with. His name is Skip Wilcox, and I'm going to meet him in person for the first time. We're going to shoot some video and some things for that, and we collaborate a bit. He's a mortgage coach, and I do some social media training. So I get to go to Georgia for the first time in December, and then Taryn and I are talking about Vail.
Ooh.
To snowboard.
Sure.
But I've never snowboarded, so.
I was going to ask, have you?
No, but he's got all my supplies and stuff. Like he bought butt pads and helmets and shin pads. And I said, let's go somewhere small first and we'll see. But that's really it. Nothing crazy warm or anything. It's all like kind of cooler, places I'll be visiting. So
I haven't skied for a long time, Kayla, but one of my first skiing memories was at your home mountain of Frostfire Mountain in Walhalla, North Dakota. We went for, I want to say when I was in 4th grade or 5th grade, we went, and it was a really fun experience. Have you skied there in some time?
So I've never been.
What?
Yeah, I know. So Tammy Hampton, she's a good friend of mine, and I know you know Tammy.
Yep.
She said that when they were in 4th grade, I wonder if you guys went together, they went to Frostfire. Like everybody's been to Frostfire Mountain, but when I was younger, my family, we didn't do any of that. And then when I got into sports, it was like, no, don't do that. We don't want you to get hurt. So
don't blow any out.
Never did. So I'm glad you've been though.
Yeah. No, we always talk about skiing and it's been a long time, but even as our girls start to grow up, it would be fun to take them skiing. But I think we're going to maybe something a little bit warmer if we do get away, probably in February as well. But
any thoughts where?
I don't know. We have a lot of family, grandparents. My parents like to spend a little time down in Arizona. We did Disney a couple of years ago. Talking about some options with friends. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Love it. Well, I wish you nothing but warm weather in your future.
Well, thank you, Kayla. I want to talk a little bit today, Kayla, about gratitude. So we're not, normally we'll talk about rates. We'll talk about things that are going on in real estate and the like. And, I think because it's Thanksgiving week and in that spirit, we have a lot I have a lot to be thankful for. I think you do too. So I just want to take a little time, to talk about that. And I'll start it off, Kayla. I won't put you on the spot because I do like to put you on the spot a lot. But, one of the things that I'm most grateful for, I guess, first and foremost, my family.
Of course.
But also I look at my real estate team. I've got a great team, Lynette and Matt, who work along with me full time. Jeremiah, who's my video editor, who's in the Philippines. Jeremiah does a great job for me and, kind of made our intro and outro for this podcast. And speaking of, Kayla, I'm really grateful for you and for this podcast as well.
Andy.
In fact, Kayla, so much so that I think that, for those that are listening today, if you maybe give us a like and, maybe comment below what you're thankful for,
Mhm.
maybe just one item, it could be something simple. We'll do a drawing, Kayla. I think we should do a drawing in the
Yep.
spirit of gratitude and give our loyal listeners a little something. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea, Andy. I think a little treat, a little gift of gratitude for those that share their gratitude, because we all know that when you start to, watch something or follow something or be around people that are positive and grateful, that breeds positivity and being
Yes.
grateful.
And
So,
we need more of that, especially, going into this time of year because, there are a lot of great things about the holidays, Kayla, just getting together with family and friends and just reflecting. But the holidays are also a painful time for people, especially those who have had a loss or,
mhm,
you know, any number of things have happened during the holiday season to any number of people out there. So it's not always a positive time, and so it's easy, to get drugged down by those negative emotions. But
I
I
agree.
think this is just a reminder that, hey, even if you do have a difficult time during the holidays, there still is a lot to be grateful for.
There really is, and I think it's just perspective, right? I think that you've heard the comment champagne problems, the things that may be a problem, it might just be because of your scenario and that's all you know. But I think this time of year, and it's hard to keep your focus sometimes. We get caught in the daily grind. But, sometimes I'm reminded, like I said to you before when we weren't recording, is when I feel this cold weather, like on my bones, and I get so cold, and I go and I start my car on my phone, and then I walk into my attached garage and I drive to work and I walk 10 feet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes me so grateful that I am no longer walking across NDSU's campus. I would time it, it would take 15 minutes, and you would try to cut through all of these different buildings, but we
Right.
get from T Lot to Sudro. And, like I think about little things like that we're so grateful for. The people that are outside all day working. It's like the little
Mhm.
things in life that you can just remind yourself that you are so blessed. I think too that, our jobs, Andy, it's a lot that goes on. It's emotional, it's exhausting some days. But I love that you mentioned your team, because we both know that we're only as strong as our team and our weakest link. And when you got a team that's behind you, I have to say I'm very thankful for my team as well. And that's Trish Baker. She's amazing. She's my right hand. I could not do this without her, and I tell her that every day. And then we've got, different closers, and we've got different processors, and you get it, Andy. It takes a village, and it really
It
does.
does.
And great partners like yourself. It's such a big deal to our success and our clients' happiness. Um, I will say I have four healthy puppies right now, and every day it's something different with them. But I'm grateful for Taryn and my dogs being healthy, and in general, I'm grateful for the ability to have a career, I will say, or a position where I can be around so many different people. And we, Andy, we get to take clients and literally put them at their Thanksgiving table. And it's
Mhm.
really cool to be part of that. So I'm grateful for my referral partners, my clients, everybody that's involved, because without that whole village, like we talked about, we wouldn't be where we are.
Absolutely. That's really well said, Kayla. A couple of weeks ago, we had a little client appreciation event for people that we've worked with in the past, just recently, or people that have made it into our database, and we have their information. And we had about 75 people come out for kind of a happy hour and some hors d'oeuvres, and it was really really great. I mean, I think you and I always agree. When we talk in past episodes about going to events. I mean, we definitely thrive off of being with people,
Yeah.
and it just I don't know. It just really drives home the importance of what we do when I see all of those individuals come out, who we've been able to
Yeah.
help. And like you say, get them to that Thanksgiving table or get them, to their goals. That's the really, really fun part. And, I always say, I said family right away. And I feel like when everyone goes around the Thanksgiving table, oh, what are you thankful for? Well, everyone says, just kind of cliche, just the blanket, my family. And, so of course, my immediate family, I'm very grateful for. Also grateful for my wife, Katie, who really makes what I do possible. And then our three little girls, Ella and Violet and
Oh,
Ivy, we just took some family pictures. So
those are, look at them. Oh, and okay. Okay. Who dressed them? Did your wife dress them? Because she did a great job.
it was obviously me, Kayla. Come on. You need to know it.
Wow, they are so beautiful. Oh my
Oh, thank
goodness.
you.
Gosh.
No, they're great. They're a lot of fun, but very, very grateful for them and just kind of the perspective, that they give me and in what I do. And then, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, clients are kind of the center. Kayla, I'm grateful for the community that I live in. The Fergus Falls area
Yeah.
has been really great. All the relationships that I've built, even across the county, the state, and everything else. There's just I don't know, a lot to be grateful for this year.
And also grateful, Andy, for you because you pretty much put this podcast together. Let's be honest, you're the guy behind the scenes. So let's get a happy thank you. We appreciate you vibe for you.
Well, thank you, but we couldn't do it without you, Kayla. And I think a lot more people come to listen to your mortgage insights than to hear me ramble about everything real estate agent.
Oh, it's a good blend, Andy.
Yeah. So again, if you're tuning in and just catching the tail end of this, we're grateful for you as well who support our podcast. Kayla, just yesterday, I got a text message after I sent out one of my weekly emails from a friend of mine who I've never done business with, just how grateful he is for receiving the emails and how insightful they are. And I talked to a contractor last night who I haven't seen for a number of years. And he said, hey, it was good to see you. And I see your podcasts, keep up the good work. So it's really fun to know that maybe 3 or 4 more people than my mom and maybe your mom and a
Mom.
couple others are watching. But so we're grateful for all of them too.
Well, I agree with that. And to know that sometimes we don't know who's going to see this or if it can help anybody. So hearing positive comments like that, hey, I enjoy it or it's helpful, that means the world to us.
So again, we'd love to know what you're grateful for. So comment below, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Kayla and I are gonna we'll give away some gifts of gratitude as well. But otherwise, we hope everyone has a safe and a great Thanksgiving holiday. And Kayla, until next time.
Until next time, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. We'll catch you later.
Bye.